I said I was gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Pizza reviews. This is my perspective as a New Yorker who has eaten probably too much pizza. And I need to do some reviews. I need to talk about some shitty pizza. People sent me shitty pizzas, and there were some that I already had. Pizza pasta, put it in a box. So I'm going to show you now some terrible pizzas, and I have a little system that I'm going to employ. This music is too much right now. I'm going to put it, don't worry, it'll come back. But I do have a series of very interesting pizzas that I'd like to talk about. What makes me qualified is not much, but I like pizza. So, if you're ready, let's get started. So, there are some things that a pizza, in order to be a pizza, must have. There are parameters. This, to me, looks like a slice of pizza, even though this video is really weird. I don't know what's going on with it, but something doesn't look right there. But that's a pizza. There's cheese, there's sauce, there's dough. Good enough. I think you need at least 2 of those elements for it to be a pizza. And it's usually you have the dough. Sometimes you can have all 3 of those elements and it still isn't a pizza as far as I'm concerned. I'll show you what I mean. So, for example, you have this, right? This is like bean pizza with a side of ketchup. So, there may be sauce, cheese, and dough, but this looks disgusting and soggy. And so, this one is kind of, I'm gonna say this is like half and half for me. You could call it a pizza. I'd call it a travesty. But, you know, again, it has the elements. And then you have something like this, which, does this qualify as a pizza? I think yes, because sometimes people are lactose intolerant, and so they don't want cheese. It's sadly a pizza. I say sadly because that makes me depressed. I feel like Larry David with this music. I just typed pizza music, and it's just stock footage of slow motion pizza toppings and like vaguely Italian music. You know what? It's good enough for me. So I'll show you what to me does not qualify. Now this is what I would call comedy pizza. And I'm going to try to make that distinction with each of the pizzas that I show you, because sometimes the pizzas are made specifically to make people laugh. This isn't, I mean, it looks edible, some of it. If there's M&Ms in the middle, I don't know what's going on. Each quadrant of the pizza is something different. I've seen these before. I don't know why they do this, but you cannot eat the tire. So this is comedy pizza. Then you have this, which I'm going to say might not be comedy pizza, because it's got the, you know, essentials of pizza. There's peeps on it, so it's pizza. Yeah, but it looks edible, even if disgusting. The combination of peep plus pizza, it sounds awful. But I think something like this is probably, you know, maybe someone decided to try it one day and they liked it. So I'm not going to call this comedy pizza, even though it's like bordering on comedy pizza, because I do think this is edible, and it's probably close enough to pizza that someone likes it. So those are my parameters, but before we get into a couple more of the pizza images, and make no mistake, there are so many weird pizzas all across the internet, I'd like to show you the video that started this whole thing off. This is Brazilian pizza. This video is kind of famous, and Joel recently watched it, and he said because he is a citizen of the world or something, that he's more qualified because he's closer to Italy to rate pizza. And I don't disagree. He is close to Italy, but I'm just gonna tell you, Joel. No, I don't want this. You might want this. I don't want this. So I don't know what's happening. Is that rice or is that some kind of, is that cheese? I don't even know if that's cheese. But I know that the move where he threw it up in the air and then broke it, that was a good move. I don't know what that ingredient is. It's some kind of white sauce. Is it mayo? Is it like something completely different? Sour cream? Is it pastry? Like decoration? There's corn right out of a can. And then he puts it in the oven. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, those that don't know, that's the pizza hole down there. That's where, when you need to hide from your customers, you can just go into the pizza hole. So a lot of this video is this dude, you know, cooking it. So I'm going to be skipping around a little bit. This guy likes his product. I'll tell you what, he's also very proud of his skills, even though he put a hole in the pizza earlier. Alright, so now it's coming along. It's coming along. Getting it closer to the fire, make sure it's nice and whatever it is. Now, to me, this doesn't even look cooked properly. And I don't know what that sauce was. I don't even know if there was proper cheese on there. Watch this. Oh. There you go. Just fucking carve up that slop. And 3 olives! 3 green why 3? Why even bother? This is what I like to call a hand mess. Because there's certain pizzas that are so fucking messy, you don't want to eat them in the car. Trust me, I've tried. Your hands are covered in pizza grease and cheese and sauce and oil. It's not worth it. Wait until you get home. Even then, you might want to wear some pizza gloves. This is, I don't know what this is. You can call it pizza because there might be cheese on there. There might even be some sauce. I'm not sure. I might have seen some sauce. But corn and, like, cream and 3 olives? Look how proud of it he is. Oh, he's so proud of it. Here's what I see. I see that pinkish, orangish sauce might be tomato-based. I see something called ting, and I think that is cheese, even if it is slop cheese. Now, I'm trying real hard not to be a pizza elitist, because my mind is open. I've had all kinds of interesting pizzas with, like, hot honey on it. I've had pizza with, like, interesting toppings that don't normally go on pizza that I thought were pretty cool. It's just, this is not at all appetizing. If you want to call this pizza, especially with that stuff, I'm not going to argue with you. But I hate every second of this video, so that is how this whole thing started. I now have a compilation of weird-ass Brazilian pizza that was sent to me by a viewer. I saw a Pog in there. This is just too much, truthfully. This video, I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause. I'm gonna have to pause it. That looks like real pizza. That's a Pog. I don't know what that is. That's restaurant. That, some of it looks like real pizza, but to me, that's just... You didn't know what to choose for dinner, so you just chose everything. And you decided, let's put a whole-ass roasted chicken in the middle. And again, with the olives. I count, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 olives on this whole pizza. Brazilians, get in touch. Why? Leave a comment. The sad thing is, I want to call this comedy pizza because I see what they're doing. They're going extravagant. They're dividing it into quadrants for different tastes. But it seems like it's all edible. And then you can have some bananas with your pizza. A combination of flavors I never want to experience. That's comedy pizza. I'm sorry. Even if they intended it to be something sweet for an anniversary, that's comedy pizza. That's clown pizza. But why? Why are you putting bottles of alcohol on your pizza? That renders some of that inedible. Because you have to then take off the bottles, clean them, and then you can eat the jelly beans in the middle, or the M&Ms, or whatever the fuck they are. Again with the olives. There's, I think, onions on there. So the bottom... I like olives. The bottom looks edible enough. But why? Are those, like, quail eggs in the middle? I hope not. And then just a random-ass coconut in the top right. Okay. Again with the bananas. And again with some of it actually looking semi-edible. And there's that weird, like, creaminess. Please leave a comment. What is the creaminess? Why is that? More pizza with olives. Same kind of thing on the outside. I think this is a popular thing, is like, here, get a variety pizza that you eat all these slices, and then in the middle is dessert whenever you're ready. Why, though? Why are we putting sandwiches on pizza? I can't classify this as a pizza, because it's got sandwiches on it. What is that? Is that a coconut? Why is there, like, an orange Spider-Man web on some of this pizza? Or is that a trimmed pineapple? I don't know what that... Is that a rock? No, this isn't pizza. I'm sorry, I can't. No, you can't do this. You can't put clams and crabs on pizza. You can't eat this. Imagine taking, like, someone who's uninitiated taking a slice and then just, like, chomping into clamshells. Fuck! We're putting jars on pizza now. Okay. Okay, with candies that are individually wrapped. Put it on the side. Lobster. At least with this, it's easier to take the lobster off and then eat the lobster separately, but there's still no reason for it to be on the pizza. And again, pizza quadrants. Why? Is it a muffin? There's candy on the side, at least. Some of it looks pizza-y. I don't know what that stuff is in the middle. I don't know. More dessert pizza. Or just put a whole-ass melon in the middle of this pizza. Not even part of the cooking process. Just put it in the middle when it's done. Okay. Okay. Okay, comedy pizza. That other one was a chef proud of his pizza, but that was still comedy pizza. This is straight-up comedy pizza. I've seen this before. I don't think this isn't Brazilian. This is just someone who's got a gimmick where they make a pizza box out of pizza. Which it's still pizza, as far as I'm concerned. The middle of it, there's pizza in there. The outside of it seems edible, even though you're gonna have someone's greasy hands on it. No thanks. Comedy pizza. Or, fuck you pizza. This is fuck you pizza. To show off wealth. Prawns? Fuck, are they in a pumpkin? Was that a cupcake? Okay, that was comedy pizza. Cupcake, again, dessert in the middle. But this is just straight up, come on. Now, someone was just having a laugh. They took an unrelated item and put it in the middle of the pizza, because they, too, were sick of this type of pizza. Okay. Alright, what are you gonna do? Eat the raw chicken? Eat the live raw chicken? Come on. Comedy. Good video. I don't even know what that is. That looks like a glitch. Is that ice? Is that the iceberg that sunk the Titanic? Fuck off. Meat? Is it like dried meat? Bacon? Shank? Flank? on top of cheese with a bowl underneath? Why? Comedy. Just someone having a laugh. Yeah, this, I don't like fish. And are there eggs in there, on there? I'm not even surprised anymore. Comedy. What? Parmalat. The fuck is that? Parmalat. Is it like a lactose intolerant dairy product? It is a milk product. They just distribute milk. Dairy and Food Corporation. Alright, whatever. Okay. Okay, we're putting watermelon. We've already had other melon. Why not watermelon? Weirdly, I'm now getting numb to these pizzas, and that seems to be less egregious. Just because, you know, again, it's out of the way, and it's, like, not dessert, or a melon, or a gas tank. So, fine. Sushi, throw it in there, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, we're really skirting the definition of the word pizza when there's a full-ass cake and there's several layers. There's a lot of layers of pizza. That is a massive pizza. I'm still gonna say, though, some of it looks enough like pizza that you could probably get the pizza experience from it. So, it's frustrating. More crabs. Please. The fuck is this? What? Is that bricks? It's comedy. That's a photo op. Star Wars. That seems real, and it seems like pizza. Imagine you have kids and you want to surprise them. They like Star Wars, and for their birthday, instead of getting them a present, you just get them the Star Wars pizza. Why are we doing this? Speaking of Star Wars, why did we need a pizza the size of the Death Star? And again, they couldn't decide on how much. This has to be like a world record attempt. Someone's just like having a laugh, but they decided to segment this off into quadrants as well. Yeah, pizza chef, congratulations. I'll tell you what, I hate it, but it's impressive, and I have no idea how you cook that. What, a blowtorch? A jet engine? Oh, here's the tire pizza again. They glossed over that very quickly in the video. We got another gourd. I believe that is a gourd. This is comedy pizza. Get this shit out of here. I don't want to see that. This does not appear to be comedy pizza, but it also barely qualifies as pizza. I don't consider this pizza anymore because there's just meat on skewers on the pizza, on this item of food, and various things that are not pizza related on top of it, just resting on the dough. So I don't. How do you eat this? In this case, I'd only want to eat the middle. Otherwise, what do you have to do? Pick the food off? Just put it on a plate! What? No. 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 It's just like roadkill on top of a piece of dough with that weird mystery cream beneath it. No! I'm not even surprised. Okay, alright. I see what we're doing here. So yeah, this is going very poorly. Here's a pizza that I found that is halfway between comedy/clown pizza and halfway to real pizza, because it looks like it has the cheese, the sauce, the dough, right? Those are the primary necessary building blocks of pizza. I say this as a New Yorker my whole life. I've eaten, like I said during the Skyrim stream, I've eaten maybe at over 100 different pizza places in my life. That doesn't sound like a lot, but obviously I'm uniquely qualified for this job. As I described it, I have gone out of my way. When I heard like a place was good, I would drive up to like an hour, go check it out, and see if it was any good. And I have eaten some weird pizzas, but mostly I stick to the just plain slice, or the basic pepperoni, sausage, onion, trifecta of toppings. Meatball as well. And I just think that, for me, Connecticut, New Haven, and some places in Brooklyn and Manhattan, just a plain slice is great pizza. There's some really good places. I'll even give you a list at the end. I'll tell you which ones I like. The point is, this could just be food coloring, or it could be cereal. I don't know. But I'm going to say this is halfway between comedy pizza and real pizza, and I can't tell. It makes me sick. Here. This is just straight up clown pizza. I don't know if I showed this one at the beginning, but we got unpeeled bananas, jelly beans, and a rubber chicken. Someone just wasted a lot of food. That's what this is. People wasting food for a funny internet point picture. So I'm going to say that the people that made this are clowns. Okay, speaking of clown pizza, this is quite literally clown pizza. Also, I want to mention, if you ever see pizza with a clown face on it, like someone made a clown face out of toppings, run. Now, this isn't exactly what I'm talking about, as it's not real pizza, but if you ever see anything like this, just avoid it. Trust me. This is a thing a lot of people wanted me to see when it first made rounds on the internet. I don't consider this a pizza. Sure, it's got pepperoni, sauce, and cheese. It's on a pineapple. They left the leaves on the pineapple. Again, not a pizza, but a travesty. I heard about pineapple on pizza, but pizza on pineapple? No, not pizza. I would go as far as to say that, yes, if you like pineapple on your pizza, that's not for me. I think that's bad. But that's still pizza. And I say enjoy it. Whatever you like, except for clown face pizza, enjoy. But that is disgusting. And please don't eat that if you ever see that out in the wild. So this is a Pizza Hut promo. And even Pizza Hut wanted to annoy me. So we're putting little weenies on the pigs in a blanket, whatever. It comes with mustard. Like, no. Just separate. Put them separate on another dish. Fuck you, Pizza Hut. And now we get to what I don't consider comedy pizza. It's just someone decided, hey, pineapple's great on pizza. Why don't we try strawberries? And they probably liked it. So, again, I'll be annoyed, but I'm not going to judge you. Though, that seems infinitely worse. Ohio Valley style pizza, the best kind of pizza. Uncooked? What? It's just raw pepperoni and cheese? Did they cook the sauce? So wait, they cooked the dough? With the sauce on it, maybe. And then they just put a bunch of raw cheese. Why? The best kind of pizza? I know people have, like, regional like, here's another strawberry. Like, I know people have regional pizza flavors that they like. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. This is interesting, because this seems to be burnt pizza, which is still pizza. It's just not really edible. But it counts because it started with all the ingredients. It just became something different. So, if you like the taste of carbon, here's an interesting case of don't know if comedy pizza or real pizza is probably just both. Pizza? Yeah, I don't care if this looks like pizza in its shape. This is absolutely not pizza. Sushi and pizza are two different worlds. I'm sure you can make, you know, some combination that is not completely terrible. But this, for certain palates, but this is not pizza. So, you know, sorry, sushi fans. What else do we have here? Oh, scorpion pizza. Mm-hmm. This isn't comedy pizza. This is Baphomet Satan pizza. Speaking of, this is a famous image that has been going around, and of course people thought I would like this because it combines two of my favorite things in the world. Well, the thing I hate the most in the world mixed with pizza. Scented pizza. No fucking thanks. So I am no longer hungry. DiGiorno pizza and cookies. They just put cookies on the pizza. Even though they're supposed to be separate. Some asshole over at iFunny was like, hey, let me put the cookies on the pizza. So again, maybe someone likes this. People dip fries in their Frosty. Probably a different thing. I've had that. That's not completely terrible. I don't really like that. But hey, different tastes. This seems like a bad idea. I wouldn't do that. My brain is broken. I just see eggs and fries and I don't even know what to think anymore. Is it pizza? I don't know. You know, again, we're getting to the point where people are putting fruit on pizza and they're like, yeah, pineapple worked. Let me try this. No. You don't need to do that. But I'd rather have fruit on pizza than candy corn. Because that seems... First of all, candy corn is not my favorite. I actually would go as far as to say it is just tooth glue. And I think a pointless candy. Sure, as a kid, I enjoyed them on Halloween. There's every other candy that is better, in my opinion. This is a disgusting mess of contrasting flavors. It's still a pizza, though. Sorry. So here's another video that was linked to me. So I haven't seen this. So Korean pizza. I'm sure there's different styles, but here's one style. Make a ring around the edge with some creamed sweet potato. No, there's no need to do that. You don't. That's not part of the pizza DNA. No. No. Fold the edges around the sweet potato. Also, I love how crusty this video is. I think this is like a 2007 or 8 YouTube video. Good quality ketchup. Add more ketchup if you like it really zesty and authentic. What do you mean authentic? What about this is authentic? Lay on the cheese. No, this is a joke. Please, no. You don't put Kraft singles on pizza. Please get in touch if you are from Korea and you've ever seen a pizza like this. This is clown pizza. For more exotic pie, use strawberry or chocolate cheese. What? No, don't do that. No, don't do that. It's starting to look like a pizza, huh? No, this is a different thing. Oh, canned vegetables? No. This has to be fake. Listen, you can call this something else. No. No. Attractive star formation? No, this isn't real. This isn't real. This can't be real. Nope. Oh, no, no, this is absolutely fucking fake. This is complete... No, this is complete bullshit. World famous man made this Korea fighting? Yeah, fuck you. No, this is clown pizza. Straight up. Nuke her on high for 15 minutes. Oh, okay. Wait, I want to see the result! Okay, that was fake. That had to have been fake. Listen, different cultures are gonna have different takes on pizza. And I don't think it's culturally insensitive of me to say, enjoy what you enjoy, right? If you have a cultural, thing that you like to do, that your family enjoys, whatever, you want to make something with some slop on it, some corn, that's fine. To call it a pizza is a little questionable for me. I'm not even going to say that it's wrong. I'm going to say it's questionable. Because at what point does a pizza become something completely different? And that's what I hope I was able to help us figure out today. And I don't think I got close to an answer. But here's definitely what is considered a pizza, just eaten by savages. Just gonna close this out with a couple final pizzas. So there's more banana. I think there's cashews on there. Again, these are not flavors that need to mix. I'm gonna say this isn't a pizza. I don't see... Maybe there's cheese on there? Maybe there's just sauce and dough. You know, again, I don't know. Fuck, I don't even... It's not comedy pizza, because someone probably loves this. Elvis probably would have eaten this and loved it. Also, one thing I've learned about these cursed pizza is that Desert has a lot of cursed pizza ready to go. Like, I was asking for disgusting, weird, cursed pizzas, and he had a ton. This is not the pizza that's melting, it is the tray that it was put on. So that's when it's time for a new oven. You just have to, like, throw your oven out, start over. Here's an image that confuses me, because I think it's being dipped in Chef Boyardee. The perspective is weird, and the image is very crusty. I hate it. I think I might have showed... Well, there was another tire pizza, but it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, the image is broken. It's just pizza inside a tire. Fruit Loops pizza. This one doesn't work either. That's weird. A number of these pizzas did not, in fact, work, but it's just Fruit Loops on a pizza, which, again, how dare you? Here's another one with fries on it, ketchup, and I guess mayo. I mean, the pizza elements are there, but why would you do this? Why would you defile nature's fruit? I don't know. Maybe someone's a clown. Alright, well thank you for watching this. I hope you understand now that I don't even know what I'm talking about when it comes to pizza. Even though I am only maybe 45 minutes away from Little Italy. I don't know. I'm just left more confused. I went into this with confidence. thinking I'd be able to understand which pizzas were real, which were pizza, which were for comedy reasons, and which were actual, like, authentic cultural differences, and I don't even know anymore. So, I'm good on pizza for a couple weeks at least, though. Goodbye.